Hello and welcome to video. I'm 10D and today I think I'm going to take a little break from playing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for the Wii U and probably pick up a different game, most likely Pikuniku for the Nintendo Switch. Ever heard of it? So we're going to explore that game and put this game away forever. Let's get started, huh? Pikuniku is an indie puzzle platformer game developed by Sector Dub. It's their first official game. Hey, not bad. This game was also published by Devolver Digital, the same publishers as a popular game called Enter the Gungeon. Maybe you've heard of that game before. As of right now, Pikuniku is available for the Nintendo Switch and PC. I played mine on a Nintendo Switch. As you could probably tell, its design is rather simplistic. It's pretty much just shapes and solid colors. The same can be said for the controls and the plot, in all honesty. Simple is a recurring theme for Pikuniku, for better or for worse, but for the most part for the better. The one thing that really does stand out in this game is the music, which is actually what gravitated my interest to this game. Usually music is the first thing I go to, which decides whether or not I want to play a game. I'll watch a trailer or, I don't know, I'll see a let's play of it on YouTube and I'll listen to the music and I'll be like, yeah! I want to listen to that game and play it maybe. I'm not entirely sure why, but the music in this game gives me a retro 90s kids commercials vibe. I don't know, maybe it's just me. I did, however, notice the music having a dynamic element to it, based on the character's location. The music out here is like this, then I go in here, and it's this now! Cool! I love when games do this, so I give it plus 50 points just for that. Boy! Now I'm sure everyone's curious, what the heck is a Pikuniku? Well, Piku is the name of the main character, the little red guy that you play as. And Niku, well, that's the name of the antagonist. Nope, sorry, I lied. Niku is the second player in co-op mode. Depending on who you're playing with, maybe they are the antagonist. Anyways, I didn't really get to do much of the co-op mode because, well, nobody will play this game with me. Well, it never really stopped me. I mean, you can easily just play this game by yourself with two controllers. Easily. See, look at this. I got this. Okay, so he's got... See? How easy is that? Level 20. I'm level 20 Joy-Con user over here. Play a video game, pretty good. What do you think of that? Yeah. Who needs friends when you're this cool? Crap. The real antagonist is a rich top hat wearing fellow that, more or less, plots to screw over everyone at his own game. What a lame-o. The story isn't what I expected. It's slightly dynamic, much like the music, but while having some varying dialogue options, still has the same outcome as far as I could tell. I also really wasn't expecting this game to be as humorous as it was. I'm really glad that it doesn't take itself too seriously. It got a few solid laughs out of me for some of the parts, however, I sort of wish the plot went in a different direction. The game starts off in a cave, which is really just a tutorial phase of the game. But once you leave the cave, you see a sign saying, Warning, do not open door, beast sleeps ahead. Then further down the line, you break this wire thing. You know, whatever, right? That wire had it coming. Well, it turns out that that wire was a bridge, and when you get a little further in the village ahead, they blame you for breaking their bridge. What the H, dog? This sort of led me to believe that maybe the main character, Piku, could have actually been a beast, but a beast of bad luck. Maybe everywhere he goes he finds himself getting into trouble, and he has to right his wrongs. It's not his fault though, maybe he can just be cursed or something. But thankfully, he has a heart of gold, and can develop as a character from that. Nope, the story kinda just goes, stop this bad guy over here, murr! So, minus 30 points for that, but plus 14 points for spicing it up with some funny things. Speaking of funny things, the controls of this game also lends itself to add to the humor too. Piku and Niku are both capable of jumping, turning into a ball and rolling, kicking, and using items. Most of the time you're going to be fumbling with the controls to try and get the outcome that you desire. In some weird way, it sort of added to the game. It seemed like it was intentional to the design. The struggle to move objects and wiggle around is actually really fun. Come on, get the boulder in the hole! Get the boulder in the hole! Come on, get the boulder in the hole! Even though it's a wacky game that makes you work to complete some of the puzzles, it's still super forgiving. Sometimes a little too forgiving. Pikuniku is not a very difficult game, and I'm sure that it's not intending to be. It's like I stated earlier, its whole design is simplicity, and they take that into every angle. This wacky and wiggly game, still on rare occasions, seemed to be slightly untested on specific parts. Like, I'm doing this correctly, right? I am doing this right? Okay, yeah, I am doing this right. What do you want from me, game? I don't know if this is intentional, but I bet it's just the physics of the game contradicting the puzzle. I don't know. If I'm being honest though, I would say that the co-op mode for this game was probably its strongest feature. I could see them going really deep with the mechanics of the game and making really fun puzzles. The co-op mode kind of reminds me of a game sort of like Snipperclips. It has that two-player work together / screw each other over thing that makes it great. Mostly though, Pikuniku was pretty charming as an experience. I went through the main adventure mode in about 4 hours at a moderate rate, but I could honestly see it going a little bit further, maybe 5 or 6 hours, if you try and unlock everything and, you know, do all of the extra content. I know there was probably some things in there that I might have missed. Pikuniku was a fun adventure for me. It's user-friendly, humorous, and the simplicity is attractive on so many different levels. I can't wait to see more of what Sector Dub creates in the future, and I'm definitely going to keep my eye out for anything else that they might create. Even in updates, which I totally suggest they do, more updates with the multiplayer, and I'm in. I think this game is worth it. Check it out if you haven't checked out this game yet. I'm 10 Damage, and be sure to subscribe. Be sure, like video, be sure to check out another video. See you soon.